Oh, shoot. You're live.
Oh no, we're live, huh?
No.
What's up, everyone? This is awkward as fuck.
Get it started.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Frank. This is Isaiah. And this is Dawson, or Cookie. We have 5 left. Okay. Well, today we're going to be discussing our top 10 teams. We're going to be talking about our favorite NFL team, because we're biased, the Packers, as well as I think we're going to be doing predictions for next week.
Yeah.
And whoever has the worst record after the year will have a punishment. We don't know yet what the punishment will be, but
We got a while.
we got a while to think about it.
Are we
Okay.
going to do like predictions with the playoffs or with not the playoffs?
No, for next week.
Yeah.
Oh, predictions with the playoffs now, just regular season.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, how about Isaiah? Do you want to start with your number 10?
Top 10? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At number 10, I got the Rams.
What?
Yes.
Shit.
That
Yes.
underrated. It's an underrated
Look,
pick.
When I look at the Rams, I think it's a team that most of their losses have been close. You can't lie. They've been close. And
Who have they beat?
where's my phone?
I know they beat Seattle.
Yeah. I think it was a strong
And
win
I think
against
they beat the
Seattle.
Colts.
Let me
Like, Seattle's a strong win, I guess. But
Yeah, the Rams beat the
Rams
Seahawks
schedule.
and the Colts. But they almost
Hold on,
lost.
hold
They
on.
almost won against the Eagles.
They beat the Seahawks and Colts.
they're 2 and 3.
Yes. But
And you have
understand,
as your top 10 team.
understand the teams they've been against. Niners, Bengals, Colts, Eagles, Seahawks. Those are
Okay.
the 5 teams they played against.
So they've
Okay.
pretty much gotten their
They
rough
lost by
patch.
7 to the Niners. That's pretty good. It's the Niners.
It is
Yeah.
the
That's
Niners.
like consensus number 1, basically.
Okay.
Then 3 to the Bengals.
Okay.
Bengals haven't been great. They're starting to figure themselves out.
Yeah.
So to lose by 3 is okay.
Do any of you guys have the Bengals at your top 10?
The Bengals in
I
the top
don't.
10.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I think they need a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
And they
They
won by 6 to the Colts. That's pretty fair. They're pretty
Yeah.
In
even.
OT. They
Yeah.
beat them in OT.
Yeah, it's 6 points. It's a fairly equal performing team. I feel like the
Yeah.
Colts.
Yeah.
Eagles, they'd lost by 9, which it is the Eagles. They're undefeated as well. 9 points isn't terrible. These losses, they're at least close. The wins have been good. 30-13 against the Seahawks in week 1. That's pretty good. I think that's a top 10 spot right now, but I think going forward to get higher, they need they need more wins and they need better wins.
Yeah.
Cardinals next week, that's a really good chance. If they get the win, that's a huge up in the top 10 for me.
Okay. All right. Well, Dawson, how about you, man? What's your number 10?
My 10th place.
It's going to be the Bears.
I got the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Bills,
I feel like
10?
that might be a little low.
That's pretty low to me.
I think that's low.
The reason
Why?
why is
Oh,
okay. Josh Allen has like 9 sacks already, so I just don't like that O line. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
but
That's
Well,
not
no.
even 2 sacks per game.
no.
That's actually pretty good. Considering you've seen Daniel Jones
Yeah.
getting just
Okay.
absolutely wrecked
But
this year.
even though they showed that big one against the Dolphins, which I feel like that's their reasoning why they should be higher.
That is why they should be higher.
They
But
had a
that
good
could-
game against the Jaguars, and they're a good team.
I mean, you're talking about a Dolphins team that has scored 20 plus every week.
Yeah, but
To beat that is impressive, dude.
And
I
it
mean-
was a dominating fashion win.
Yeah. The Dolphins put up 70 against the Broncos. Doesn't matter who it is. It's the NFL. 70 against a team is stupid. So to beat that is impressive in itself.
I just don't
Yeah,
think
but
they're
the thing-
top. I just
the
don't
reason
think they're
why
number 10.
I think that
Yeah.
win against the Dolphins is not that big is because not every week you're going to score that many points. Eventually your offense runs out of gas.
I don't know, dude.
10? Seriously? Okay.
I just don't like Well, and I just didn't like the performance against the Jags.
Are you guys ready for me to blow you guys away?
All right, let's see. Let's see your chart.
Are you done?
Let's see
Sure.
your.
Bring up your shitty reason
Yeah.
as to why the Bills
Let's see your
are
chart.
number 10. Ravens.
Ravens.
The
That's
Ravens
fair,
are
that's
my
fair.
number 10.
That's fair.
I know
Even after the performance against the Steelers.
that was an ugly. That was an
That,
ugly
that's
loss.
an ugly game.
But you're also going into Pittsburgh after a tough game last week. I forgot who they fucking played.
They back you up.
They played somebody okay. They came up with a good
Last
win.
week they played Cleveland, 28-3.
Oh yeah, they dominated Cleveland.
But that's
And then they
without
go into
Deshaun.
Yeah, but still,
It's still like Amari Cooper. Jerome Ford's been a phenomenal pickup.
Yeah.
and honestly, I feel like the Ravens, if they weren't so damn injured all the goddamn time, I feel like they'd be
They'd
be almost better than the Bills.
I don't know about.
I wouldn't say Bills. Actually, no. They'd probably be like a top set. They would be like 7.
Seven? Okay.
If they would've beat Pittsburgh, I would have
I
them
could
higher.
see 7 to 9. I could see that. I
If they
think.
were less injury riddled and they beat the
I mean, Zay Flowers
beat
has
the
been
Steelers.
pretty good for the team.
Yeah.
He should be definitely doing more, but what he's been doing has still been fair
Yeah.
for a rookie.
All right.
So who's your 9 then?
My number 9. You guys aren't gonna like this.
Just say
I
it.
have a feeling.
Just say it. Just say it.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow.
Well, look, okay. They came up with
Little
bye,
low.
so I couldn't really.
Low.
Whoa. Wait, I just heard whoa.
Yeah, from Dawson.
What?
That's low.
What?
I would argue they're not even near top 10. I'd argue like 14, 15.
Okay. My reason is their only loss was to a really good Eagles team. And then they've beaten their other teams that they're playing. They're 3-1, coming off a bye, and I feel like their next week they're gonna play really well.
Who do they play next week?
I think it's Carolina.
I could see. Well, Thielen's been good these past couple of weeks. I picked him up in Fantasy, man.
Who have you picked up?
Thielen.
Adam Thielen. Oh no! I'm
Viking.
talking. Wait, what? Why are we talking about the Panthers? You're talking about the Bucks here, Isaiah. Screw
Yeah,
Thielen.
but you're talking about the Panthers matchup.
No, the Bucks matchup. I think they're playing the
With the-
Panthers.
Yeah, they're playing the Panthers. Yes.
Oh, okay, I was right.
Oh, I don't know. You said they were,
Okay,
so I started talking about the matchup.
fine. I'll look it up.
I'll beat you to it.
I mean, Thielen's. I think
you to it, bastard.
if it is Carolina, I think that could be a game.
Atlanta.
Damn
Oh,
it.
no, Detroit.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
that's
Detroit.
that's
In
not
Tampa,
that,
though. It's in Tampa.
that doesn't matter. It's Detroit right now.
that's a tough matchup.
Detroit
If
is
Tampa
got so
comes
much.
out-
If
momentum.
Tampa comes out with that win, though,
If Tampa
That's a
comes
big-
out with that win,
That's a
or,
big win.
or if it's a close game, and it's
That's
not,
big. That's big for Tampa.
if it's not ugly,
I think it's
and
gonna
it's
be
a fun
ugly.
game. If it's not ugly, like let's say 27-24, and it's not super ugly,
Hmm.
and Tampa just barely comes out losing or something,
That's big.
that looks good for them.
That's big.
And I'd maybe have them up in our spot.
Same time though. Remember, week 1, 20-17 against the Vikings.
Yeah.
That can also say a lot.
that's.
Well, we can also say we.
I mean, at the time, that's a big win.
But still,
To me, it's not. I think it is week 1. Yes, it's week 1. That was
and I'll
forever
also say Baker this season has actually been pretty damn good.
he has.
Going back to that
I
1 year in
think-
Cleveland.
But the thing about their team, their running game ain't so great.
No.
No.
Their defense has been okay. Like they've maybe gotten a few takeaways.
I think.
But they still got that wide receiver duo.
Yeah, of course, you got one Mike Evans.
To me, they need a lot more before they crack top 10. To me, I think Detroit
Okay.
would be a big one.
Okay.
If they can keep it close, that'd be big for me. Right now, I see them 13 to 15 range.
Well, Dawson, what do you got? Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
went back to back in wins across the pond.
Just say it.
Just say
The
it.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
I'm fine with 9.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Coming
not
off
what,
back-to-back
that's not where
wins.
I have them, obviously, but
And their last one was against the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
And they did kind of make Josh Allen scared. Like they're
of Josh Allen.
of Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh,
It was a good
that,
one. It was
that,
a good one.
that good old rivalry.
I think it was a slightly ugly game. It was a pretty ugly game for the Bills.
It was also in London.
Yeah,
And London is such a weird place to play.
it is.
Yeah.
That's
I think.
I talked about both of them about how it's London and it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
They did start off rough with those those two first weeks,
mhm.
but I feel like ever since week 3 they picked it up.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty close loss to the Chiefs. You got to give that to them.
Yeah.
It is the Chiefs. The Chiefs are good on offense. You can't lie.
Yeah.
Even with only really Travis Kelce as a receiving option, a good receiving option, I should say.
Yeah.
You know, Sky Moore has been all right. They have all right receivers, but
Yeah.
Kelce is the guy right now as a receiver.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So,
Which hopefully he's okay with.
Do you guys think is it Christian Kirk or Calvin Ridley? Who's getting the ball more? Because I feel like Christian Kirk's getting the ball more consistent.
I think Kirk is the guy you got to go to if you're Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But if it is 1-on-1 with Ridley, that is a good.
Yes, but you got to
Opportunity.
find that opportunity, which is the
Yeah.
problem. I think Christian Kirk is the guy more reliable. He's going to be more consistent for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Ridley is a lot like MVS and Watson, where 1v1 he's great. He's a good deep threat, but it's a matter of finding that's going to be a problem.
Which I think he will find it because it's his 5th game back from his suspension.
Oh yeah, no doubt he's going to find it, but at the same time,
How long is it gonna take?
a good defense can stop that.
Yeah.
You know,
Obviously.
my turn.
I think Isaiah, it's your turn.
You're
All right,
Who's your number 9, my boy?
My number 9 is the Colts.
What?
Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't
If they
you
have
leave.
Anthony
No.
Richardson though.
No.
Get your ass back here, boy.
Get over here.
Are you kidding me?
I have the Colts at 9.
Number 9.
I
Are
don't
they
care
2
what you
and
say.
3?
No, they're 3-2.
Okay, with Richardson though, they could be 4-1 though.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I would say they haven't had a really hard schedule.
Okay.
It hasn't been too tough of a schedule. I don't see 9 at all.
5 weeks in a row. That says a lot.
A tough win against Baltimore in OT. That's
That was
good.
week 1, right?
No, week 3.
That was week 3.
Yeah.
Jeez. Who they?
Like,
Who they play week 1? Jags
Oh.
in Indy.
they've all been okay teams.
They're 2-0
And-
in OT wins.
Yeah. They've been close wins, but it's been 20 plus every week, and they've been winning at least. You got a guy like Pittman who is consistently good. He's not a touchdown guy. That's down. I think that's Downs' position. But he's a guy that's getting, 8, 9, 10 receptions every game.
And their
If
running
you get
game
it to
looks
him.
good. With
Yeah.
Zach Moss and hopefully
Jon-
Jonathan Taylor
Yeah.
picking up some pieces.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for Jonathan Taylor. I'm ready for him to dominate you guys in fantasy.
I think Jonathan
what
Taylor
last
isn't a
week was.
worry. I think with if Zach Moss can keep it going, don't think they need to rush Jonathan Taylor, which I think is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
Because then you can allow Jonathan Taylor to play more receiving back and let Zach Moss carry more of the rushing until Taylor is
I feel like
fully
Zach
ready.
Moss is more of a receiving back though.
Yes, but
Oh yeah. Anyways.
Zach Moss allows Jonathan Taylor to come to lengthen his 100%. If he needs more time, Zach Moss allows that time,
Me Anyway, what's your number 8?
All right, my number 8 is Jags.
Okay,
Jags are
okay.
number 8.
okay.
I have them higher than you guys.
It's been close wins, a low scoring loss to the Chiefs. That's a lot. That says a lot to me.
And was that game in Arrowhead too? I think it was.
I think that game
No,
was
that
at
was
Jacksonville.
that was in Jacksonville.
That was in Jacksonville.
It's still the Chiefs though. A
Yeah.
low scoring loss that means a lot to me. I think this is good. I think if they move in the right direction, they can do a good bit this season.
Yeah, there's not too much to explain since the
Yeah.
Jags have already
Yeah.
been explained a little
Yeah.
bit. All right.
Number 8, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, higher than me. Wow.
Where'd you have them at 10?
9.
9? I'm already forgetting, dude. Don't worry about me.
Okay, well, we'll do the recap at the end for
Yeah.
you, buddy. Okay.
Oh, hush up.
So what's your reason, Dawson?
Okay.
Even though I already explained some of it.
Still got his own reasons.
Yeah.
They've played tough opponents.
Yep. Like the Eagles.
The Vikings, Eagles, and Saints, which Saints always have a
You
good.
just said the Vikings.
Yeah, they play them week 1. Buccaneers and Vikings played week 1.
You just said
Yeah.
tough opponents.
Yeah, Vikings are not a tough opponent to me. They're just
Like
not.
sure they'll gut you a little bit. Like
Yeah, but
they have not won a close game.
no.
Unlike last year,
I think
karma.
last year all those close wins that spoke to me more that this isn't a team that's ready. They got to get rid of the close wins and turn them into better wins.
All right.
So
but anyway, dude. Do you guys have the
But they
Vikings,
did put up 26 points against a tough New Orleans defense.
that's fair.
That was
but
week 4, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and coming off their bye, they do have a tough slate of games.
Yeah.
So they
Like
could
the
go down.
Lions,
They could.
have-
yeah,
So
Do they
I could
have-
see them going down, but standing at 3-1 after your bye
It's pretty good.
is pretty
yeah,
good.
It's pretty good. I don't know.
Even though it's an early bye, which, like, as an NFL fan, like, I don't like early buys.
Okay.
I don't think bye week really matters.
Number 8 for me. They played terrible last week. Dallas, you're number 8.
Okay.
That was horrific. How do you get that dominated from all sides of the game? You get
Niners.
railed from the D line.
Niners.
Well, it is the Niners,
That's the explanation.
but
It's
the
Niners.
Cowboys just look terrible.
I did not expect.
And you guys
a
lose to the
42
Cardinals in
bomb.
week 2.
I
It was
did not
a-
expect a 42 bomb.
I was expecting the Niners
From the
to win that
defense.
game, to be honest. But
I mean, I knew it was going to be a
We
shootout.
told you not to have the Cowboys defense. in
Shut
fantasy.
it. This is
We
not
told
about
you this.
fantasy.
yeah, we
This
told
is
you.
not about fantasy.
This is about top 10 teams, but yeah, you should not have had their defense.
we told you it's not a good matchup for the defense. The Niners are just better. We knew this would be a hard,
Yeah, but
high scoring game.
who had a 42 point on their bingo sheet?
I don't think anybody, but you still gotta say it's the Niners against the Cowboys. It's high scoring.
Yeah. And this just proves they can't be top teams.
No.
If you
True.
can't compete
Against
a
top
top
teams,
team like that,
you're going down.
or
You're
you
going down
can't
the
beat the
rankings.
you can't beat the Cardinals.
In week 3,
It was week 2, right?
3.
Oh yeah. You can't beat the Arizona Cardinals, but you can beat the Giants 40-0 because it's damn.
I think that's a fluke game, honestly. I think with the rain and just it being week 1, I think that's a fluke game. for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But then you beat the Jets pretty good, and you beat the Patriots. Well, it's the Patriots, they suck. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I can't wait to see their future crumble.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But what are the positives for the Cowboys
we thought about this week or the season
season?
defense
defense.
until last week. But again, San
Well-
Francisco, I think are the Super Bowl favorite.
Yeah.
Yes, right now Niners are Super
It
Bowl
is for
favorites.
sure the favorite. They've dominated all facets of the game, but we'll talk about them later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cowboys defense has been good against bad teams.
I think their superstars have been good. The rest of the defense needs to pick it up.
yeah, like LV, William Van Esch
Yeah.
could be playing better. Their safety game hasn't been super great.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate that Trayvon Diggs got hurt though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just hurts.
Micah
everything.
Parsons has been really good, but they need everybody else to step up. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
like he's like the only guy on the defensive line that's actually doing something,
Like you think the
like
Marcus
really
Lawrence would be doing
impacting
more.
the game.
Yeah.
Who do I have number 7? Oh yeah. You guys are not gonna like my number 7.
Oh my God.
Well, except Dawson. 'cause
Just
he's
say
a-
it.
'cause
Come
he's
on.
an idiot. My number 7 is the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell he has that low. Like the Bills are good. They're a good team. They just had kind of an ugly loss against the Jags.
I think there's a lot more better teams.
Yeah, there's more better teams than them, obviously. Like they have good talent.
Yeah.
But they
So
just
who's their
haven't.
other loss to?
They lost to the Jags and the Jets
Mm-hmm.
in week
I
1.
mean, that's a tough loss. How do you lose to the Rogerless Jets?
Week 1, it was just an ugly game.
I think Brees Hall, honestly. I think that dude did a lot. If I
Yeah,
He
remember
only
like-
had that one big carry, like two
Yeah,
big carries.
He had 1 or 2 big carries. That's it. in that game. He had
200
one big carry.
10 carries for 127 yards. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but two of those carries were like set for like 78 yards.
That does a lot to a team, dude. 127 yards. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Upcoming schedule though.
you're also talking 3 picks from Whitehead that game for the Jets.
I would also say, they played in London. London is a terrible place to play at.
That's fair.
I don't like the international stuff. Sorry, NFL. International is just not for me. Just
I-
all that traveling and
Yeah, it does
the
mess
turf
up.
is terrible. The Bills were complaining about how bad it was. It was like cement.
Yeah, but a lot of fields are terrible. This isn't
Yeah.
really nothing new.
Yeah.
This is
And
just
look
something
at the
that
Super Bowl.
I think this is just something that's
The
happening
Eagles
with the
complained
NFL.
about the field during the Super Bowl. So-
All right.
And that was a grass field, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Arizona.
Yeah.
All right, Dawson. What's your number 7, dude? I'm not excited for it.
Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
Basically the same reasons why Frank just mentioned. Terrible loss to the Niners. Terrible loss to the Cardinals. The only real excitement for the Cowboy fans is your defense.
Yeah, it's just a good defense. Honestly, that's the main thing. Their defense is so damn good.
But no,
That
the
takes
NFL's got to
offense.
meet ride Dak Prescott.
They're not even meat riding him anymore.
No.
At least in Madden, though, like
Well,
everyone's
Madden is different than the NFL.
Madden
though.
people are Cowboys fans.
Madden is different than the NFL. Gotta remember that, dude.
yeah.
All right, Isaiah, what's your number 7, dude?
You're gonna like this. I also have the Bills at 7.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just-
fumble
yeah.
bag.
To me, their wins, very strong wins. Their losses are at least close. I mean, you're talking 22-16 Bills, 25-20 Jags. But then when you look at their wins, 38-10 against the Raiders, 37-3 Commanders, 48-20 to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I agree 100% on you there.
Like it's good to see. Their losses have been close. Their wins have been really strong. I think it's just a matter of the losses they have. They got to fit, those mistakes, and those mistakes can be corrected.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear your
Upcoming
number 6.
schedule, we got
Yeah.
they got the Giants.
Wait, Dawson, you mentioned the Jags, right? Have you
Yeah.
guys both mentioned the Jags already?
Yeah, I had them.
I
at
had
eight.
them
Okay.
at 9.
I had
okay.
them at 8.
Okay. That's good to know.
My only fluke is basically having the Buccaneers high and the Bills too low.
Yeah, I agree with you there so far.
Okay,
What
So,
is your 6?
my 6 is the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I have the
Okay.
Chiefs at 6.
I could see that.
Okay.
I think
I can't get mad at that.
week 1 against the Lions, the 1-point loss, a win is still a win for the Lions.
Yeah.
And the Lions have looked good. This is a team that's going to go far.
Yeah.
In the regular season, I would argue the playoffs as well. So I think while they didn't have Kelsey,
They didn't have Kelsey. They
And-
didn't have Chris Jones.
Yeah.
They didn't have 2 of their 3 best players.
does to me that doesn't mean much. I think
It doesn't
you
mean
got to
as
be able
much.
to replace them.
You gotta try. You gotta try and read.
You got to
Yeah.
while
You
you
do
don't
get-
have them, you still got to be able to replace them and do well at the same.
Yeah.
It's still, you don't
That's how
have
a
them.
team-
You gotta have the next guy got to come up. But then Jags, it's a low-scoring game, which I think is a bit scary because it is the Jags. Bears dominant fashion. Everybody expected that. 3-point win to the Jets.
That
That's
was
it.
unreal. And I
Good
thought
old
the
Wes.
refs were a little iffy on that game.
It's
The last 2
it-
games, the refs for the Chiefs have been weird.
Yeah, and then 7-point win to the Vikings. Vikings had a chance to win that, which scares me.
Yeah.
Refs are not. You can't allow that to happen.
Yeah.
I think Vikings are a very weak team right now. They're not bottom of the barrel, but they're definitely
They're
the
like-
back half.
They're like high 20.
yeah, they're
If I,
back
had
half.
if I had the whole NFL right now.
They're in the back half of the rankings right now to me, which I think the last 2 weeks have been very scary to me. I think they gotta fix it. Broncos next week, which
They
that's a win.
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
not
just
gonna change
Next
much
3
to me.
games: Broncos, Chargers, Broncos. If
Oh,
you don't come at least,
I
if
predict
you-
they go 2-1 the next 3 weeks.
I see 2-1 at least. I think
Yeah.
if they can beat the Chargers, that's gonna mean a lot.
Yeah.
That's gonna set them in the right direction.
'Cause
After that,
Chargers
they have
don't
the
look bad.
Dolphins. After they play the Broncos the second time, they play Dolphins on the 5th. I think if they win that, that's going to mean a lot. Eagles is going to mean a lot. They play the
Raiders,
Bills.
Pack,
Bills in December. That's going to mean a lot.
and then Cincy in
if
the Chargers.
If Cincy figures it out, I think that could mean a lot. They got games to prove himself, but right now I don't see it.
All right, Dawson, who's your number 6?
The Seattle Seahawks.
You guys are not going to be happy. I don't even have them in my top 10.
What?
Really?
Nope. I forgot about the Seahawks.
Wow.
How can you forget about Geno Smith?
Okay. Are they at least an honorable mention?
Yeah, they'd be an honorable mention.
Okay.
Their
Yeah.
only bad loss has come to the Rams.
Has it?
They beat the Lions in Detroit in an OT game. So that says a lot about like how their adversity and like them staying in it. Yeah, they beat the Panthers and the Giants, but still they put up dominating performances against them. 11 sacks on that Giants offensive line.
That's pretty easy to do.
That's
says a-
impressive.
that
That's
says
It's
a
impressive.
lot.
impressive, but yeah, again,
It's the
offense-
Giants, but like you don't see 11 sacks
Ever.
coming from
It's like the Dolphins
Seahawks.
against the Broncos. It's 70 points. You don't see that. 11 sacks. You don't see that. It's the NFL. Doesn't matter who it's against. It's still the NFL. It's
And then-
impressive.
That Seahawks defense looks kind of underrated. I mean, they did have that pick 6 too against the Giants.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And they do have the Cardinals in their division, but it's divisional game, so anything
They do
could
play.
go.
It is Bengals Cardinals next 2 weeks. I think if Bengals have figured themselves out, that could be a good game. Cardinals is going to be a weirdly good game, I think.
It'll be
Yeah,
entertaining.
Yeah.
They've always been
'Cause, like,
rivals.
yeah.
And the Cardinals are kind of
One game that was
weirdly
like
good.
6-3 at the end of OT.
Yeah, that was a weird game. Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
remember
they just
that.
kept missing fuels.
It was a 6-3 game.
Okay. My
I
number
mean,
six,
if they can find a way to get over the hump against the Niners,
which I
They
don't.
got plenty of weeks for the Niners.
Yeah.
Their first game isn't until November 23rd. They got
Yeah.
plenty of weeks to figure that out.
Okay.
so the Seahawks could be an underrated team this year.
My number 6. You guys have them a little lower. I like the Jaguars.
Okay.
You guys already explained it. Honestly, like that's how I was gonna explain it. The Jaguars have been
Weirdly
pretty
good.
defensively minded.
They've been
Yeah.
weirdly good.
Yeah, they've been good, but
Other than week 2,
like
week 2 they kind of had a low point.
they were playing against the Chiefs though. I feel
Like
like,
I said, it was a
week
low-
week
Wait,
one
no.
was a low point.
Oh
It was week 1.
Yeah.
They lost against the
no, I thought Jags won week 1. Yeah.
no, they lost to the Texans week 1. I thought. If I remember.
Texans are just a weird team. I
They
feel
lost
like.
to the Texans in week 3. They won
Oh,
against
okay.
the Colts in week 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, they lost to the Chiefs week 2. Week 3
That was to be
ugly.
expected.
Week
so.
3 was an ugly point for them.
Yeah, but then ever since then, the Jags have been playing really well.
Yeah.
And I
They've
think
had
that Chiefs game says a lot to what the Jags team can do. I mean, a 17-9 loss to
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
Like, yeah,
That's-
I'm sure your offense struggled, but your defense played pretty damn good.
The
against
Chiefs offense
I don't
struggled.
like
That's the thing.
Yeah, like
17
your defense
points
played
for the
really well.
Chiefs. That
Yeah.
says a lot.
an explosive offense just for them to get only 17 points. It's pretty good.
I don't know how high you guys have number 5 for me.
Okay.
You guys have them higher than me, I bet.
Okay.
The Lions.
I have them higher, yeah.
Yeah,
I have them higher.
I have them at number 5.
Okay.
'cause I'm a dick. I'm a dick and don't. Because they're your rival, I'm just gonna be a dick.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously they've been playing really well overall. Their one loss, like you said, to the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are a good team. I forgot about them. They're going to be in my top 10 next week if they play well.
They better be.
Okay.
It's Geno Smith season.
Cheaters. Nah, it's Devin Witherspoon season, baby.
Oh,
He
boy.
did play good.
But yeah, the
Guy that
the
we should've
Lions
picked.
dominating our Green Bay Packers.
At Lambeau too.
I don't
At
like.
Lambeau.
I don't like the second half game against the Packers. I think that says a lot to what could happen.
Yeah.
But it was one game. If they figure it out, they're going to be fine.
And they should have kicked the living hell out of the Panthers. They kicked their ass.
Yeah.
Like, that game was never close. Week 3, they played, I forget who, but yeah, the Lions played the Chiefs really well, even though they didn't have Travis Kelce or Chris Jones.
A
beating
win's
them.
still a win, dude.
Yeah,
That's
a
what
win's a
I'm
win, and it was against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's all you can really say about that
Mhm.
game.
Week 3 they played the Falcons, so they
Yeah, yeah.
did manage to stop the run against
But yeah,
John.
the Falcons have been struggling on offense lately.
The
Yeah.
Falcons are just a
It's
weird
been a
team.
weird team.
That
There's a lot of weird
Detroit
teams.
Detroit front though is insane though.
Yeah, Like, it's stupid underrated.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson and all them. Yeah.
All right, Dawson, who you got at number 5?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Okay.
Their only loss is to the Lions,
Yeah.
and they're a good football team.
They're a good
Other
team.
than that, the Chiefs, their only other down point is probably only having that 17-point game to the Jags. Other than those 2 moments,
And close games. They're close
Close
games.
games.
They're
have been
close
called by
games.
refs.
I don't like it in close games, but they've
They're-
still been winning at least.
yeah. They're still explosives on offense.
Give an asterisk.
Yeah.
They're still explosive on offense with Kelsey and Mahomes. Like, that's such, like, you.
I think saying how explosive
Yeah.
they are than these close wins, I think that's kind of scary if you're a Chiefs fan or just the Chiefs in general.
Yeah.
You're saying how explosive they are, and yet they're only winning by 7 to the Vikings,
Still
3
early.
to the Jets.
Still-
Doesn't matter if they're that explosive, they should be winning by more. This should be much easier than the Vikings almost won the game.
Okay. All right.
Your
And what's
fifth?
your number 5?
My number
Isaac?
5 is the Seahawks.
Okay.
Yeah, I just completely forgot about
You
the Seahawks.
dumbass.
I know,
You guys are gonna be. You guys are pissed off at me.
but yeah, strong
Anyways.
performances, close loss. I mean,
Close
the
loss.
losses. They don't. Hold on.
They lost to the Rams.
They lost to the Rams, which it's week 1.
And they're coming
they're
off their bye week.
6 to the Lions, 10 against the Panthers, 21 to the Giants. Like, those are good. Those are good wins. Lions is a really good team. I see them going far. So to beat them in OT in week 2 by 6, that's a lot. Panthers, they should have won that and they did. Giants, they should have won that and they did.
They dominated.
Yeah, exactly. Bengals next week, Cardinals after that.
Then Cleveland.
Cardinals, Bengals, I feel like is going to be more important than Browns right now. I think if they beat the Bengals, if the Bengals have figured themselves out, that's going to be big. Cardinals, they're a weirdly good team. If they win that, that's going to be big for them. I think these next 2 weeks could speak a lot to what the Seahawks can do. All right,
And your
Then-
number 4.
Number 4.
y'all are not going to like this.
Oh no.
I have the Eagles at number 4.
Ooh.
I don't like the Eagles right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I know what
I
you're
can see
talking
why.
about.
I can see why.
I don't,
I don't
like.
like number 4.
Let me look at the Eagles games right now.
Go on ESPN instead of Google.
I
I
don't
know
have
they've been close.
ESPN.
I know they've been close games.
This guy just said he doesn't have ESPN.
Yeah, I don't really care for it either.
Oh.
No.
Because I have other things like Yahoo.
Let's see.
I have
They won by
Twitter,
5 to the Patriots in week 1. Barely beat the Vikings. They did beat the Bucs by a lot. They barely beat the Commanders. They beat them in 3 in OT. They beat the Rams by 9. This Eagles team has to figure themselves out because soon these wins are going to turn to losses. I mean, winning by 3 to the Commanders, that's not okay. That Bears beat them by 20.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And the Chiefs, in week 3, beat them 41-10?
Yeah.
And you're telling me the team that lost 41-10 to the Chiefs beat the Commanders by 20. That Commanders team, they lost by 3. They won by 3-2. That's not okay. They got to fix that.
I also feel like the Bears were a different team in week 3. They were hopeless.
Yeah.
And then week 5, Dick Buckus died.
It's still.
Buckus.
How can you disrespect that man? That man was awesome.
He was.
This.
He was a great
I don't
linebacker.
like what the Eagles have been doing. They need to figure themselves out. These games have been way too close. They need to figure this out. They got Jets next week.
Yeah, they got
That's
some.
a win. That's a win. They should win that. The Dolphins.
I could see that
Dolphins
Jets
after
game.
that.
That's a
going
tough.
either way,
That's
though.
a tough test. For
Dolphins-
the Dolphins.
If they win against the Dolphins, that does a lot in my eyes. But until that game,
I
I
don't.
don't trust the Eagles. I think at any point you could see a loss right now.
You almost just convinced me to change my rankings,
Same.
but
Like-
you haven't.
Like the Rams, that's a good win. Buccaneers are a good win. Vikings, that's not. You should not be winning by that little to the Vikings. You should not be winning that little to the Patriots. You should not be winning by that little to the Commanders. These aren't okay. They got to figure it out on offense.
Okay.
Defense too. I mean, 20, 28, 11, 31, 14. The 11 and 14 are good, but these close wins are are high scoring. They got to figure it out on defense. They got to figure it out on offense. Like, I don't trust them.
Okay. Dawson, what's your number 4?
The Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized that. Yeah,
They're
so much higher.
4-1, and yeah, their loss was kind of not really a big loss, but it was like a weird loss to the Seahawks in OT
It was
in
by
Detroit.
6. It was by 6. It's not terrible.
Seahawks are a good team though, but the last 3 weeks is what is making me
Is doing a lot for you.
is making me like this team.
I mean,
20-6 against Atlanta, 34-20 against Green Bay, and Green Bay pretty much
That
put
was
up.
just a dominant performance.
Yeah,
We
they
don't
pretty
need to
much
talk
put
about
up like
Screw that game.
garbage.
Let's just fuck that.
They pretty much put up like garbage points, and then 42-24 against the Panthers. Those are big wins. 3 big wins.
I don't think they're big wins, but they're they
Dominated.
still
Or
mean
dominant,
something.
yeah.
But good wins.
They're good wins, but they don't mean a lot.
It's wins to carry the momentum.
Yes. Falcons, they're good. Lions are better. Packers, they're okay. Lions are better. Panthers, not that great. They need to figure themselves out. Lions are much better right now.
They do have a tough game against the Buccaneers.
I don't think that's a tough game. I think their first tough game is probably going to be the Raiders.
The
Maybe.
The Raiders.
Maybe. Otherwise, it's going to be Chargers.
Baltimore could find a way to.
Honestly,
be
that's
sneaky.
kind of it to me. I think they got one difficult game against the Chargers.
Cowboys-
Otherwise, it's easy riding here.
Cowboys really.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I think you guys both explained my next team pretty well. The Chiefs. Yeah, I have them a little higher because I would have them probably lower if I remembered the Seahawks. I'd probably have the Chiefs at 5, Lions at 4.
Let's have a
Seahawks
counter
at
of how many
6.
times Frank says I forgot about the Seahawks.
Well, I think this is the last time I say it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the Chiefs. The last 2 weeks, those were ugly. How they
How
got
do you
away
win
with
by that little.
they got away with a lot of shit.
I mean, that Jets defense though is really good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'm saying, I don't know
Like
if
you
you guys
have
saw
like
that
probably
clip,
number 2.
but right as they got that interception of Mahomes, that's when they threw a flag on the Jets.
and it's
and
all
last
because of one person.
And
Good old Taylor Swift.
and last week,
Don't even start.
Yeah,
And
I
last
know.
week against
so
the Vikings.
stupid. She's ruining football.
Don't go down that avenue, dude.
I don't watch those. I don't watch the Chiefs really because I haven't watched them the last few weeks because fuck Taylor Swift.
Nah, I only watch them because I got Bucker in fantasy. Honestly, that's about it. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
don't care about the games.
Yeah, and then last week the Vikings probably had a game-winning drive in their hands,
Easily.
and that play on 4th down, Kirk Cousins, it was roughing the passer all the way. Nothing was tipped. Then he gets held. Jordan Addison gets held. It was pretty damn obvious he got held.
Yeah.
And then when Jerry Sneed took his helmet off, that should be an automatic unsportsmanlike conduct 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And the refs didn't throw it.
One of the refs even told them like, "Hey,
Yeah.
put your helmet back on."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the Jets and Chiefs game, there was that massive hole where Mahomes picked up like what was it, 3rd and 15 or whatever.
Well, I don't think
With
that was
his
about
legs?
I don't think that was about the spread. Well, how much time was left in that game?
No, enough time where the Jets could have actually won it. There was like 3 minutes left.
Oh, then I don't know why the hell he did that.
I don't know.
I thought it
There
was
was
like
a
less than 2 minutes left. Jets had no timeouts. He just slid. So the Chiefs would just win.
Yeah.
Oh no! Like this is where like they were like in the middle of the field near the 50, and like
Oh,
there
no,
was
I'm
like
talking about when he could have went in the end zone and he
no,
slid. That's what people were pissed off about.
Oh,
That didn't make sense. Because that was just a play where you don't give the Jets any chance of winning.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So they
anyways.
gave him that chance and still won anyways, which I don't like.
Yeah, my number 3, it is not the Eagles. It's the Dolphins.
Okay.
But yeah, we all have the same number 1 here. We know our number 1.
Yeah.
The Eagles, or not the Eagles, the Dolphins. First of all, 70-20. 70-20.
historic numbers, literally.
Just throw that 70-20.
Fourth
It's the
team in
NFL. You don't see that.
That's-
fourth team in NFL history to score 70 points on an opponent.
Yeah,
First time since like the 1960s.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
you don't see that.
when I was watching that. When I was looking on my phone and I saw 54, I'm like, oh Christ! Wait, what? 63? Wait, 70?
I know.
What the hell?
And they could have done more.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
They
just
could've.
being nice.
They
They
could have
could've-
honestly scored 100. They could have honestly scored 100.
I don't think they score 100, but
Probably 80.
they could probably. Yeah, I could
77.
90.
high 70s, low
High
80s.
70s.
Yeah.
High 70s.
I see that.
I see them
Oh, yeah.
getting another touchdown.
But yeah, the only reason I don't have the Dolphins higher, that loss against the Bills is ugly.
Yeah.
That was an ugly loss.
But
the
it
Bills
did look-
also had a really dominating offense that game. My concern with the Dolphins defense, they don't have a great defense. Considering you gave the Broncos 20 points.
Yeah.
The offense.
I mean, they
great.
still scored 70. Defense doesn't matter much when you score 70 points.
Well, yeah. Like I'm still saying, like yeah, you allow the Broncos to do actually decent
Yeah.
with offense, I guess. Yes. But yeah.
I
that's
think
my
at that
number
point you
3.
just don't care, honestly.
I think 2 and 1 for me. You guys already know what's coming. So
What's your
Yeah.
number 3?
Number 3, I also have the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
I wonder who 2 and 1 is.
Pretty much the same reason as Frank. Very dominant offense. It's just that one game against the Bills.
Yeah.
Other than that, they look like the second explosive offense in the NFL.
The show on this show of serve, the greatest show of serve on serve.
Yeah.
Isaiah.
My number 3, I got the Lions.
Okay, that's high. I'm saying that's a little high. Just a little bit.
High for now. If they can rattle off some more impressive wins,
Then that makes sense.
To me, Chiefs game, a win's a win. They still won by a point, even without Kelsey, even without Chris Jones. A win's a win. It's week 1. We had no clue how they were going to be. So to do that well to begin with is good. For it to be a win's even better. Seahawks lost by 6 in OT. I don't like it, but it could have been worse. Killed the Falcons, killed the Packers, killed the Panthers.
Ouch.
Like, you can't lie. These are good wins. The momentum's gonna carry. I see them going far. I think if any team, to me right now, if any team's gonna beat the Niners in the NFC, to me it's the Lions. I don't think there's an argument for another NFC team that can beat the Niners besides the Lions. I don't think it's the Eagles. I don't think it's the Seahawks. I think if anyone's could beat the Niners, I think it's the Lions.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we're ready for number 2?
Didn't think about the Dolphins. I don't know.
It's the Dolphins at number 2.
Wow.
Shocker.
We all know who our next ones are.
Yeah, Dolphins high scoring. The wins are great. The losses are close. That's what you
They
want
had
to
one
see.
loss and they lost by 28.
yeah. What do you mean close?
They lost by 28
Last
points.
time I checked, 28 points is a lot.
That's not
Unless
close.
you're a Falcons fan.
Let me look. Hold on. Okay.
They lost 48-20, bud.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Still. I mean, it's. Can you not do that?
Can you
Really?
not be a dick, you cookie?
I mean, 28 against the Bills. It's not great.
I got
it's
2
1
on
week.
bitch.
It's 1 week. It's fine. The wins have been good though. You can't lie. They've been good wins. High scoring, 20 plus every week. That's good to me. They're gonna do well in the AFC. I think.
All right, Dawson. I think we both know who our number 2 and 1s are.
My number 2 is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're 5-0, but those
All been close.
They're all been close, but that shows like
It all shows that they can come out to win. Can we just both explain? Because that's my number 2 as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I agree with you there.
It pretty much like they're ugly wins, but it shows that
They can come through at the end.
yeah.
Yeah, but then you're talking Minnesota last season, and look how they are.
Yeah.
They
But we also
every
know what
one of
the
their
Eagles-
wins was
We
close.
know what the Eagles can do. Last year they went to the Super Bowl. The
We've
Vikings
seen
the year before did
what they
nothing.
can do. It's just
They're not doing it. That's the problem I have.
Yeah.
They're not doing it.
I kind of regard putting Eagles at number 2.
I would have put the Eagles at 3 and probably put the
I would probably put
Dolphins
the
at 2.
Eagles
this-
as low as 5th. or
This is why I
4th.
have the Eagles at 4. The game's been close. This offense is struggling. I
I think it's both
don't
sides of the
trust them.
ball kind of struggling.
I wouldn't say the defense was struggling as
No,
much.
defense is about what I expect. It's the offense that's the problem. It's either AJ Brown or it's Devontae Smith. They don't share.
So you're saying
It was Devontae Smith the first 2 weeks, and now it's AJ Brown the last 3. It's got to be both of them.
so you're saying they need to officially find a wide receiver 1?
No, they need both of them to have good nights. It's literally been Devontae Smith the first 2 weeks. AJ Brown did nothing.
Okay.
Last 3 weeks, it was AJ Brown. Devontae Smith done nothing. What do you have in fantasy? I don't even think he had 2 points last week.
Devontae, I think
yeah.
he had like 8.
And I think he had like 1.8 points.
I'll check. I have him on many teams.
Yeah, let me
If
look.
my phone wants to turn on.
Let me look at sleeper because that's a PPR league for us.
Yeah.
And I have him, so it's easier. Let me see. Devontae Smith last week.
I have him in my Dynasty League.
Devontae Smith got me 1.6 points in fantasy in week 5.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So you're saying they're not
Well,
spreading the
AJ
love.
Yeah, well, AJ Brown had what, 18?
Something like that. I don't have
Like-
I like
AJ
their
Brown.
running game
Yes.
in
But
Philly.
Devontae Smith went 1 for 5 with 6 yards.
I think
They've got to get both of them going.
I think
That's what they have to do.
Okay.
I think the reason why for their lack of explosiveness on offense is because now they're more of a running team. Last year they had no running game. Their running game was literally their quarterback.
And Miles Sanders.
He was
little bit.
he was okay. Yeah, he was good there and there. It's
We
just
just
he
all say
wasn't
why the Niners are
consistent.
the best team in the league. Because we all have Niners at number 1.
Yeah.
The Niners are just dominating.
They're just too good to not be the
Yeah.
consensus number 1 right now.
McCaffrey,
5-0, it's a great 5-0.
Yeah.
McCaffrey, Debo.
It's not the Eagles where they've
Brandon
been
Ayuk,
close wins. It's been great. It's been
Purdy.
good wins.
I'll tell you, they dominated the Niners. I forget the teams that they.
The Niners dominated the Niners. Shocker.
The Niners dominated the Cowboys.
There you go. Good
Oh my
Lord, child.
god.
Their only bad game was probably to the Rams.
Yeah, they beat
Other
the
than that-
Rams. They beat. God, I am bad at this.
I'm looking up their schedule now. Don't worry.
It's our first
Okay.
thing.
Steelers 30-7, Rams 30-23, Giants 30-12, Cardinals 35-16,
that's the other team.
Cowboys 42-10.
I
That's
will
really
admit
down.
though, I will admit Steelers, Giants, and Cardinals, not impressive teams. to
Those are
beat.
dominating wins, though.
True.
You're
Car-
supposed to beat those.
Cardinals just a pretty solid win, honestly. What the Cardinals have done is weird.
Yeah, like they're playing hard games. Like,
Yeah.
they're playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard. It's just that roster.
It's just not good.
They got heart.
I mean, they still put up 16 against the Niners. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that Cardinals game is impressive.
Yeah.
I think Cowboys isn't super impressive.
I would say their only bad game was against the Rams.
Yeah, by 7, yeah. I mean, you're talking 30-plus every week from this team. You can't beat that.
Should we just talk about the Packers now?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Oh my
let's just get
God.
this over with. The Packers suck.
Rebuild season.
It's not I don't
Well,
think it's
not
rebuild
rebuild,
season.
but like
I would say
adjustment
rebuild. I would say,
readjustment year.
I would say readjustment year. I'd say like, who are our guys and who are not our guys?
Yeah. I
So
think
finding out
and-
year.
Can we all say, just fire Joe Barry already? What are
Yes.
you guys doing?
we
Last
Get him
night, this
out!
man had Preston Smith on Devontae
I'm
Adams.
Devontae fucking Adams, the best
Yeah.
receiver in the league, maybe
Literally the best receiver off the line of scrimmage.
he's the best route runner in the NFL.
Yeah.
No debate on that.
Stephon Diggs is probably a good second, but Devontae's just that step above.
He can get off the line so good.
So good. You couldn't say quick.
Quick's good. Like, he doesn't have the speed, but he 100% makes it up
Yeah.
with his route running. And that's why he was so dominant in Green Bay.
I think
Please come back.
Please. We love you.
I think we got to get rid of Joe Barry, or he figures it out. I think what we should be doing with our offense is Jair covers number 1, Rasul Douglas covers number 2.
Or just
Just-
run fucking man. Just run man.
Yeah,
That's all he has, Joe.
no, don't run man coverage. Let Jair and Rasul run man. Let the rest run zone. Let the safeties cover the deep. Let the linebackers cover the middle. It'll work.
Okay.
Just let Jair and Rasul play man on the
Yeah.
outsides.
But
If a
we're forgetting
receiver
about
goes
Eric.
in,
We're forgetting about Eric Stokes.
Yeah, when is he projected to come back?
I think is he already back?
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
I mean, even
I
still,
don't think he played
if
last
Eric
night.
Stokes does come back, and let him play zone, let him play that, let him play, in the slot or helping cover in between safeties and linebackers. We got great linebackers. Our safeties aren't great, but a double team is still a double team.
Yeah.
If a receiver wants to run through the middle, like last week against
He
Devontae,
didn't play.
if Devontae wanted to run deep through the middle, let Jair just cover him and let a safety play as a second man there.
Yeah.
Stop dropping 10 yards back in the damn red zone.
Yeah, just let Jair run with Devontae. Let Rasul run with the number 2. That's what you got to do. And then let the safeties play a far zone, a far zone that the linebackers play in the middle or into the outs. That's what you got to do. Just let Jair and Rasul are such great man coverage corners that you can let them just play man coverage and let zone play as a double team.
I feel like Rasul Douglas is a more balanced corner than Jair. Jair is more of a man guy than a zone guy.
I mean, Rasul is still a great man coverage corner.
I feel like he's just more balanced.
He is more balanced, but
he isn't master at one, but he's great at both.
Yeah, yes, but do you have another guy where you can let him play at the receiver too, just man coverage, let him play?
Yeah, right.
Rasul is that guy where you just let him cover the receiver too. Jair's got number 1. Let them play man coverage. Let Eric Stokes watch the slot or something. Watch the tight end in a zone. Let the safeties cover far out. Let the linebackers cover the middle of the field. Like, our linebackers are good. Let Coy Walker, let Preston Smith, let them watch the middle of the field.
Yeah.
So, if Jair comes over with the receiver 1 through the middle, they pick it up. Let them play the double. If they want through the middle, they got to deal with Jair or Rasul playing man coverage, and then the linebackers, they're in a shallow middle. Or if they want to throw deep, you got the safety playing as a double team.
Yeah.
I think that's what you got to do. But Joe Barry's not doing that, which is the problem.
I'm going to put the defense because we know about the defense.
Yeah.
What the hell happened with the offense last week? And the last
couple of weeks.
The last 2 weeks. The Saints.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
No, the Saints, the Lions, and now this game. It's been a weird sequence.
Yeah. We're really missing Aaron Jones. That's what
we are.
Is.
Yeah.
We need him back desperately.
Because AJ Dillon is not a number 1 back.
No,
he's a power back that 3rd and 1.
A third down back, a fourth down back, but he's not a guy that's going to have a 20-yard run. He's just not. He's a guy where you're in the 5, it's a 3rd and 2 situation. Those scenarios.
Yeah, bring in an extra tight end and then hand the ball off.
We have our 3 receivers. We have Watson, we have Dobbs, we have Reed. Those are our guys. The receiver. I don't see that.
Our tight ends are good. I like our tight ends.
I do too.
Maybe not as much DeGuara, but I like Musgrave.
I like Musgrave. I like Kraft. I think Musgrave's going to be a really good tight end.
Yeah. Musgrave looking good.
Honestly, I could see 3 to 5 years from now. I think Musgrave, hot take. I think Musgrave could be a top 5 tight end 3 to 5 years from now. I could see it.
I don't think. If not, I feel like it's a warm take.
That's like a warm take. It's not a hot take.
If not top 5, definitely top 10. I think Musgrave has that kind of potential. I don't think Tucker Kraft has that kind of potential.
But he could be a really good blocking back.
He could be a good blocking back. He could still be a top 20 tight end easily.
With the blocking one, yeah.
I think what we have at receiving, at tight end, it's good. Just got to figure it out.
I feel like we need that one dominant receiver. I thought Christian Watson was going to do that, but then obviously the hamstring situation happened. He's just coming back from that.
We got to give it time, I think. This year is not our year. This year is a time to figure out who we are. Let the guys figure out what they do best. And then next year is our year.
To stay?
Next year, it's do or die, really.
I wouldn't say do or die.
This is the year.
I would say 2 years from now, it's probably do or die.
I think this is when we figure out our identity. Figure out who we got.
Figure out
Next year is get wins. Get a lot of wins. Get 7+. Get 10+.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. This is where we find our identity, figure out what we're good at, what we're not good at, fix our problems, fix the mistakes, get it going. Next year, come in and do well. I think that's what we got to do. I think that's how it looks right now. But with how the Packers have been playing, I think we're not at that stage. I think Bakhtiari's got to go. Elton Jenkins, I'm kind of iffy on now. Both of those guys have been out for a lot of games.
Yeah,
I don't like that. We
can turn that into draft cap.
We need O-line depth. That's what you're saying.
Not O-line depth. We need guys that just stay healthy.
Yeah,
I think we need to get rid of Bakhtiari. He's still having problems with that injury 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I think he's got to go. Doesn't matter how much we pay in dead cap. He's got to go. It's just he's not on the
He's just
field
holding
anymore.
up a roster spot for someone we
He's
could
not
pick
on the
up.
field anymore. I think he's just got to go. I think Jenkins, he's got to get healthy. If not, I would like to see him go as well.
I would say our special teams have been overall pretty well. Like I'm talking about Marley, Carlson, and our rookie punter. They've been pretty good.
Yeah, I'm surprised Carlson has.
Our special teams, besides the Saints game, that one kick return or punt return, they've been actually pretty well this year.
They've been good. I like the direction we went on special teams, but I think now it's figuring out everything.
And then
else.
putting Reed as a punt returner. Sometimes
I think we should leave Nixon as our return guy. I think he's our return guy.
so that way Reed has more energy for offense.
Well, not
really.
I think when it comes down to it, I think Reed's going to be our number 3 guy. I think Watson plays 1, Dobbs plays 2, Reed plays 3. I think Reed will be a good slot receiver for us at best. But I think Keyshawn Nixon needs to be our return guy. Look what he did last season. He led the league. When did we start him as our return guy?
Like week.
It was
13.
later in the season.
I'm
gonna get my notebook quick.
All right.
Because our next section, we're gonna be predicting.
Yeah,
games.
the matchups. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the matchups on my phone.
But still, I think with how late we started Nixon, he still ended as the number 1 returner with yards. He was the leader in yards for in returning. I think we got to keep him at that because that's what he does best. He's an okay corner, but he's a great return guy. And I think we need to keep that. Reed is just a lot of questions. I think he's better as a slot. I think Nixon is the guy we use for returns. And let Reed play slot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
That last interception by Love though. I don't know if you guys saw it, but like I forgot what guy, but there was like a guy running a more underneath route, and he was like wide open. Like he had like 4-yard separation on all the guys around him.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just stress ball by Love. He's gonna learn from that.
I think it's just a bad week, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it just wasn't Love's week.
Okay. Well, let's move on to our next session. We're going to be predicting every game for next week. We're going to be talking about it, why we believe that these teams are going to win against whoever.
Because I don't have to sneeze.
And then, like I said earlier, whoever has the worst prediction record at the end of the regular season, we're not doing playoff. We're not including the playoffs, but we will predict playoffs. But it won't be included in our regular season. We'll have some sort of punishment. We don't know what's going to be yet.
Okay.
But okay. Anyways, the first game, Thursday night, Broncos-Chiefs. Want me to just write this down quick for us all?
Yes.
Chiefs.
Yep.
I think that's what it's going to be. The Chiefs are just better.
Dawson, I'm assuming you're Chiefs.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the first play game. Mahomes under center, and he snaps his leg.
Don't even start.
We got canceled.
Good Lord.
All right.
Jesus, it just makes me think of all the trades I've done in fantasy with superstars and they get injured.
Right.
Saquon, Nick Chubb, Travis Kelce. I mean, good Lord.
Oh, Frank, your favorite type of game, an international one.
Yup. So great.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a decent match.
I have it right here.
Ravens, Titans.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys it. You guys don't have to look. Yeah. Ravens and Titans. It's a weird game.
It is.
I don't know why this is international. It's a weird game.
I don't know.
Just to try to get more viewers.
Yeah, I guess it's just I don't see why they had this internationally, but me personally,
If you're gonna go international, at
I
least
was-
go with Canada.
I'm saying the Ravens.
Ravens?
Yep.
It's Ravens, Titans?
Ravens Titans.
I can see this going either way.
I don't know if
Same.
Derrick Henry's playing, right?
How good is the Ravens running D?
Is
I
Derrick
think he
Henry?
is.
Huh?
Not
The
great.
Ravens defense is okay.
I think it's a run game, right? Run
Yeah, I
game?
said the
Oh,
running
the
game.
run game? Well,
Not
Lamar
great.
Jackson. It's
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson. That's the
Yeah,
run
but
game.
still. That's
Lamar Jackson had an off week
you
last
can't
week.
rely on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
I
don't-
do like Zay Flowers. He could be a good pickup. He could be a good wide receiver.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. I don't know. Ravens Titans, that's a pretty 50-50 ball there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll go with
I don't know. You take your pick, Dawson.
Shut up.
I'll go with the Baltimore Ravens.
You go Ravens as well.
I think there's just more star power on the offense rather than Tennessee's defense.
Yeah, I think yeah, I agree. I think it's the Ravens, honestly.
By the way, guys, this is how I'm having it.
Okay.
Like, just our first initial.
Okay.
So you're Ravens as well?
I think so, yeah. I think it's just I think Ravens got a better chance of winning. I can see the Titans just as easily winning, but I think I trust the Ravens more in this kind of scenario.
Yeah. The next game is the Panthers versus the Dolphins.
Oh, you got Panthers versus Dolphins?
And it's at Miami.
I think that's a pretty I think it's gonna be a pretty consensus pick.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dolphins.
It's just like I said, 20 plus every game. Panthers have not been doing great.
They've been okay for what they have.
They've been okay, but Dolphins are just that much better.
All right.
Honestly,
Saints and Texans.
Saints Texans.
Texans.
That's a big game.
That's a weird game.
It's a weird game, but it feels like it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good. Oh, it's going to be.
These two teams played in the preseason.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Don't let.
But Fox hyped it up for some weird
Don't
reason.
let it fool you.
Fox is stupid.
Saints Texans.
This game is also on Fox.
God damn it!
Why don't you pick first, Frank? You pick first.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Because the Saints defense is good. It's just.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Texans.
Texans? That's what I'm thinking, but I just don't know.
Because, the Saints have a good defense, but
Texans
usually when they win, they dominate.
Is Derek Carr, he's
playing.
But he wasn't healthy last week.
I think he's more healthy than he was.
Well, obviously he's going to get more healthy. It's just
I think he's
on
90%. 90 to 100% at this point.
I think I'm going to have to agree with Frank and go with Texans. I think it's just when you look at it, I think Texans are going to do it.
Dawson? If you kind of sad, we all have this.
I'll take New Orleans.
Okay.
Take
New Orleans? Okay. Being different. I respect it.
I can't disagree.
They got Alvin Kamara, and he's a good running back. People forget. And then Chris Olave, underrated wide receiver.
He has not done a thing these past 2 weeks.
Who are we talking about?
Chris Olave.
Yeah, he hasn't done shit.
Yeah, I wonder why. I experienced.
Yeah, because you have him.
Still mad about
You're
that
welcome, buddy. You gave me
Jamar.
Jamar Chase for that, too.
You gave me more people other than Jamar Chase. Like, I'm not doing a Jamar Chase for Chris Olave for 101.
Well, I know, but still, that was the
I
blockbuster part of it. You give me Jamar Chase and Zay Flowers and Jordan Love for Kirk Cousins, Chris Olave, and who?
I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't even remember.
I don't care at this point about this season. But if Olave can get going,
I don't think.
And that running, how good is the Texans' running game?
Damian Pierce.
Yeah, pretty good.
No, or I should say the Texans' defense.
Oh, the run D.
For the Texans.
It's not great, but
Not great, not terrible.
yeah, middle of the road.
All right, next game.
That game is.
I don't know if this one's obvious. Well, apparently in Isaiah's eyes, it's not. Colts versus Jags.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I'm saying Jags.
CJ Stroud is out. So
What?
CJ is out, or not?
Anthony
Anthony's out.
Jags.
Anthony's out.
But Gardner Minshew ain't that terrible.
No, he's done good.
He's one of the better backups in the league.
Probably one of the best.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna miss a step with it being Gardner Minshew. I don't
They
think
might
they
miss
a step.
They
Like
got a
single
great.
step,
They got
like,
a really
if
good
that.
running game.
Like they go backwards by
maybe
one
half
step.
a step. Maybe half.
Both
a step.
teams have a really good running game.
They do. Zach Mullins, Jonathan Taylor. That's gonna be good.
NTN for the Jags.
I think I'm gonna go Colts. I think the difference maker here is the Colts have Downs and Pittman. Pittman's a reliable receiver. Downs is a guy that's good
But you can say the same thing for the Jags. They have Calvin Ridley, who's a really good receiver, and
Calvin
reliable. And
Calvin Ridley's just too inconsistent for me. He has.
And they have Zay Jones. I don't know why he's been doing okay, actually.
Yeah, he's
He's a red zone threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I
deep
The
just-
threat.
Jags have a really solid wide receiving core.
I think, honestly, I think the only person on the Jags I trust week in, week out is going to be Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that's enough. I think Downs Pittman is more than what Christian Kirk does. So I think I got to go Colts. I think I just trust it more.
Okay. Dawson?
Jags or Colts? Games in Jacksonville.
What should we do after this? Like, should we do you guys have anything else that you guys want to talk about after we talk about the games?
No.
Like maybe like fantasy advice?
No. That's not
Because we
us.
have such a small league where we're gonna be saying you should pick up Zach Moss when literally in every big league Zach Moss is in someone's roster. I'll go with the Jags. I just like their
Confirmed, right?
yeah.
Yep, okay.
I just feel like they're more well balanced. They did have that really good game on defensive wise against the Chiefs, and if they can repeat that,
I feel like this one's a tough game.
Mhm.
It may be. The Seattle Seahawks or the
Who did
Cincinnati Bengals.
who did you pick for the last game?
Oh, I picked the Jags.
Yeah, I'm the
I
one
said
that
the
chose
Jags right away.
Yeah, I'm not the one that chose Colts. Seahawks Bengals. That's interesting.
In Cincy.
If the Bengals play well, I
If the
would pick
Bengals
the
have
Bengals.
truly figured themselves out, it goes their way. It's just a matter of
Cincy's
have they.
projected to win by 3 points.
Since he is?
Yeah.
That doesn't That doesn't make a lick of difference to me.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I
Who
don't care
cares
about
about
spread.
Vegas?
Yeah, fuck Vegas.
I think
I wonder why.
their last 2 weeks have been pretty good, Bengals, right?
Yeah.
But they could easily
Here, I'll check.
go a couple steps back this game.
Oh, this is a hard.
No, they're not last week, but 2 weeks ago. They had a really bad game. They lost 27-3 to the Tennessee Titans.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, but Jamar Chase has finally figured it out. I feel like Burrow's slowly coming back to himself.
I think Jamar Chase has been there. It's just Joe Burrow is not been
Yeah,
there.
that's
Unhealthy.
fair.
But I feel like Joe Burrow is finally getting healthy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how to feel about T. Higgins. I don't like him, but I like him at the same time.
Isn't T. Higgins out? Or is it
He was
Tyler-
out last
Or
week.
is it
He was
Tyler-
out last week. He's questionable.
Yeah, I believe he's questionable. I don't really.
I don't know. I don't really like the guy, but when he does good, he does really good. Jamar Chase is a viable option every week, even though the last 3 weeks haven't been great.
I'm gonna be
Or-
gutsy.
The first 3 weeks haven't been great.
I'm being gutsy. I'm picking the Bengals.
Bengals,
I'm picking the Bengals.
I'm taking
It
the
can-
Seahawks.
it can really go either way.
And
Alright.
here's why. The Bengals have consistently had one of the worst O-lines,
O-lines?
for the last, 3 years now?
Yeah.
And the
Mhm.
Seahawks are coming back after an 11-sack game.
Yeah.
That defense
That
is going to be
momentum.
hungry.
That momentum, yeah.
And off of a bye, too. That defense is going to be hungry and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah.
And Gino is not that bad of a quarterback, especially when you have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf
I
as your
think-
receivers. And Kenneth Walker in the back.
I think I agree with Dawson here. I go Seahawks,
Okay.
but not because of the Seahawks. I think
It's just
The Bengals-
Bengals-
feel like inconsistent right now.
Bengals take steps back, and I think Seahawks are just consistent where the Bengals aren't. So I think Bengals take a couple steps back, and that causes the Seahawks to win this game. Not by a lot. I see this going within a 10-point game here.
The Bengals are
It's
going
going to be
bungle
close.
the
It's
ball.
going to be close, but I think it goes Seahawks' way.
All right. The next game. Are any of us gonna watch this game? Vikings versus Bears. It sounds like it's such a terrible game.
Yeah. I don't know. Last week, I feel like there's a lot to the Bears, but at the same time, it doesn't. But I don't know. I think
The Vikings defense has fallen off ever since they let go of Mike Zimmer. But I think everyone saw that coming because Mike Zimmer was one of the better defensive-minded scheme play
Mhm.
writers in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't know. Vikings, Bears.
Where is it at?
It's at At the Bears.
Soldier Field.
Oh, I said Minnesota, by the way.
I think I might have figured out. I think I'm going Minnesota. I think last week was a fluke for the Bears, and it was just because it's the Commanders.
Is Jay Jetta projected to play?
No, he's on IR.
He's on IR.
Oh, so he's out. But they still got good wide receivers to back him up.
And they still have Hawkinson,
Yeah, which is
top 5, top
and as
3
long
tight
as
end.
Madison can hold onto the ball, he's a solid running back.
I don't think Madison does though. I think this is a air game. I don't trust Madison in games until he figures out his fumbling problem.
I'm gonna go with
Oh, do you guys want to hear something
the
interesting?
Bears. The Bears offense has been really good the last 2 weeks. Granted, they have gone against.
You said Vikings, right?
Yes.
Granted, they have gone against Washington and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I still think Minnesota's going to find a way to pull out.
we're not talking about them yet. But the Giants and the Bills are playing on Sunday night.
Reschedule that game immediately.
I wish they could. All right.
Flex that game.
The next game is 49ers versus Browns.
Niners.
Yeah.
That's pretty consensus. You don't need to explain that. That's consensus.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah, we just move on.
We don't need an
Let's
explanation.
just move
Dawson.
on. Fuck. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah, we know.
you
they're
never
gonna-
know. Miles Garrett,
I don't care.
he's got that dog in him.
Don't care.
Trent Williams.
Don't cares. Don't
Pats
True.
and Raiders.
Pats, Raiders.
Pats and Raiders.
Raiders. Last week was good for them. That's
Coming
a lot
off
of
another
momentum.
big win.
Even against our Packers, that's a big win.
They needed that.
They desperately need that. But
And the
Patriots have been
Patriots,
struggling.
Oh my God.
they're like 70-something to 3 the last 2 games.
Yeah, it's just sad.
It's sad,
Next
but also
up.
good.
Next up.
It's fun to see a dynasty fall.
The Lions and the Bucks. We were talking about this earlier.
This is
Lions-
probably going to be one of the more better games of the week if you're going off record-wise. But both teams are playing good.
I
It's
think
just the
Lions
Lions
are
playing-
much stronger. I go Lions.
Lions are just
I
much
would say
stronger,
The momentum they have.
more momentum.
So you're
They're
saying
just
Lions.
they're just playing harder.
You're saying Lions.
I think all of us are saying Lions.
Okay. Colts and Rams. Or no. I mean Cards and Rams.
Cards,
Cardinals.
Rams.
Cards and Rams.
Cardinals and Rams.
Where at?
At Rams.
That's also a Cardinals game. Get it? 'Cause no one shows up for Rams games.
It's at LA.
Cards,
Rams. The Rams are much better.
They got Cooper Kupp for his second week. He's
Rams are just better
Yeah.
right now. Rams are just better.
Rams.
They've
We're all
been-
saying Rams.
They've
Okay.
been surprisingly good this entire season.
Go Puka and Nuka.
All right. Next up, I think we're all gonna say the same. Eagles Jets.
Eagles.
Yep.
Even though I can
You just
see
said-
an upset coming.
Yeah,
I
because
still
you've been talking about how
it
weak
is
that
at
offense.
New York.
I can
It
see
could be a trap game.
I can easily see an upset. At the same time, I think if any time the Eagles are gonna figure out their offense, it's gonna be now.
Yeah.
They gotta figure it out now or never, really.
I mean, you've been saying how the Eagles' offense has not been performing,
It's not, but at the
and they're going against one of the better defenses in the league.
yes,
Holy shit! It's almost 5:30, boys.
it's fine.
We've been going for a good bit.
I still think
And holy shit.
they've still been scoring well. It's just been close games, which I don't like. But if they're gonna figure it out, they're gonna figure it out now. I'm gonna say Eagles, even though I can see a Jets upset.
Dawson. Don't do it.
It's a trap.
Do it, do it, do it.
Give me the MILF man himself, Zach Wilson.
All right.
J.
Oh, I forgot.
Jets.
We did not mention the Chargers whatsoever in our top 10.
That's true.
I didn't. Oh, I forgot about honorable mentions.
Well, we can do it next week.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I had
I mean,
the Texans.
I did see the Chargers being an honorable mention.
I had Cowboys honorable mention, but
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Wait, you
took
didn't have the
mine.
Cowboys in your top 10?
no,
I did. Yeah,
Dang.
I don't trust them.
my honorable mention was Texans and Steelers because Steelers had a gutsy win.
Okay.
But anyways, Giants and Bills. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bills.
Bills.
Bill,
not the Giants guy.
Bill, no.
Literally our childhood.
God damn it. And the Monday night matchup, the best matchup of the week. the Dallas Cowboys and your San Diego Chargers.
That's not a bad matchup.
It's not the best matchup.
But it ain't worth Monday night.
Well,
Nope.
this week is hit or miss. There's not a lot of exciting games this week.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the most exciting game this week?
Lions
think?
Bucks. Or
Probably.
Seahawks Bengals, actually.
Or
That
Jags
could be a good
Colts.
one.
Jags
I wouldn't even
Colts
say
is a-
Jags Colts.
Rams
Well-
Cards could be good.
Yeah, it could. But I don't see that as exciting.
Yeah, there's
No.
no exciting games this week. There's good games,
Not
but
exciting.
not exciting.
But anyways, Cowboys or Chargers, boys?
Chargers. I don't
It's
trust the Cowboys
in
at
LA.
this point.
Yes, in LA.
I don't
I'm
trust the
going to say
Cowboys
the
at
Chargers
this point.
too.
I don't trust the Cowboys at this point, honestly.
The Cowboys did lose a lot of pieces in that night game to the Niners on defense. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
All right. All right,
I
everyone.
think isn't Austin Eckler coming back too?
He is planning on coming back.
Planned.
So, for the Broncos Chiefs, we all have the Chiefs. For the Ravens Titans, we all have the Ravens. For the Panthers Dolphins, we all have the Dolphins. The Saints Texans, Isaiah chose the Colts, while Dawson and I chose the Jags. And then for the Seahawks and Bengals, Isaiah and Dawson chose the Seahawks, while I chose the Bengals. Vikings and Bears, I don't know why. Dawson picked the Bears. Well, Isaiah and I
I didn't say
picked
the
the
Bears.
Vikings.
I said the Vikings.
He did say the Vikings.
Oh, he did? Shit. None of you guys.
You stupid.
I don't know. I thought Dawson.
Trying to make me look like the dumbass.
Yes.
You are a dumbass.
I almost said it. I almost did it. I almost did it.
You need to hold yourself.
Hey, I've already done it once.
Yeah.
And then the Pats and Raiders, we all said Raiders. Lions Bucks, we all said Lions. Rams Colts, we all said Rams. Eagles Jets, Dawson's an idiot. Pick the Jets. Sorry.
I can see the upset.
I can
That's
see
not
it.
stupid.
It's
That's,
one of
I
the
can see
better
upset.
defenses in the league, and
I
the
can
Eagles
see
are
it.
struggling on offense.
I can see the upset.
But-
and it's in New York.
But the
Those
Eagles-
Jets fans are passionate.
In my opinion, the Eagles are finding it out this week. They're finding it out. Giants, Bills, duh. We all picked them. Cowboys, Chargers, you guys just heard it. We all picked them. So that's it.
Good job.
Good job.
I hope I didn't ruin all my paper.
You probably did.
I would laugh if you did.
I still need that for college.
Boom, Baka.
Well, I got a little bit. Damn it.
We're scratching your grandpa's place now.
No, I'm not. That's fine. I threw his pencil.
He's
Oh
moving
no.
out. He doesn't care as much anymore.
Graffiti it.
No, I wouldn't graffiti it. I'm not.
What's
dumb.
that comment? Is that a comment?
That's not a comment.
No,
Or-
that's called
link.
YouTube.
a link box?
Yeah,
I
Just
don't know.
shut.
Just shut up. Act like we don't see it. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I'm
Because
not.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for. Well, if anybody did, thank you for watching our stream at Mr. W Football Podcast. We'll probably change the name soon. To be honest, it's kind of bad.
Really.
We'll see you next time, everyone. Peace out. Yes. End.